Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zolotech, and iOS 11.4 Beta 2 has been out for a few days, and I've been using it on my iPhone 10 mainly. I do have it on an iPhone 7 Plus and an iPad Pro 10.5. On the iPad Pro, it's been really good. I haven't noticed any issues really. On the iPhone 7 Plus, I haven't used this one as much for this particular beta, but it's been okay. Battery life, I'm not sure of, to be honest, on that one. However, on the iPhone 10, I did a video the other day showing how I get really good battery life, and I did some experiments that I thought was pretty interesting as far as what I'm seeing today. So if you saw that video about the battery life, you'll see here I'm using the stock email app now. In the previous video, I was using Edison Mail, and now I'm getting much less battery. So if you'll see here, I've got 14%. I'll go to battery. Now the battery's not bad. It's just nowhere near what it was. So we'll go to usage, scroll down. You'll see I have 8 hours and 33 minutes of usage, 17 hours, 5 minutes of standby. Now that's by no means bad, but you'll see 15% of my usage is mail. And that certainly is going to eat up a lot of battery, and it seems to be something different between the stock mail app and Edison Mail. And I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's something to note, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Now, we did a poll on YouTube and Twitter, and many of you responded. So we'll go to Twitter first, and you'll see I said, how has iOS 11.4 Beta 2 been for you? 391 of you responded. 32% of you said great, 17% said terrible, and 51% said okay, but still some bugs. Now, if you recall the previous betas of iOS 11.3, terrible was down to about 9 to 11%, and okay, but still some bugs was far less than 50%. So we're still a ways out on this particular beta. Let's take a look at what some of you have had to say. So Beta 2 has been not too bad so far. He's on an iPad Pro 9.7 inch. There's still some stuttering animations and frame rate lag that occur at times, but overall not too bad. Battery is terrible on my iPhone. I'm down to 50% before noon every day and unplug it at 8. I'd be curious to know which version this is, which iPhone I mean. Not too bad on my 8 Plus, some stuttering animations, and the music app is shadowed sometimes. Like it is pressing it, but overall great battery on it. 6 hours of use. Great on 7 Plus in terms of stability and performance. Battery still the same as 11.3 in Beta 1. What I'm seeing is the stuttering happens a lot, not just for me, but many people. So it seems the stuttering and slowness here and there seems to be pretty common. In the Mail app, it does that. In different apps, if I open weather's usually not really stuttering, but some apps just kind of lock up and freeze sometimes, and then they work. That's been my experience, usually opening folders, things like that. My battery health is still at 100%, and overall battery is not too bad. It's really good for me, actually. Now, as far as what you had to say still, let's take a look at a couple more. Great on my SE so far, fantastic, okay on SE. It's doing great on my iPhone 7, but there's a battery capacity drop with 1%. So now my battery max charge is 85. The battery isn't so good at all. When I'm using my iPhone for 10 minutes, my battery drops down to 95%. So one thing that I get a lot is a lot of people say my battery drops quickly from 100% and down. You really shouldn't pay too much attention to that. It needs to be more of your overall usage all day long. It's not really relevant, honestly, how quickly it drops from 100 to, say, 90% or 100 to 99%, because that can vary greatly depending on a lot of different factors. So far, like 11.3 in my 8 Plus. So it seems the 8 Plus is okay, at least for Twitter followers. Let's take a look at the YouTube community. And I wanted to let you know, someone suggested that I take a look at a bug that they found, and I'll show you that in a moment, but it's a bug that I can reproduce on this phone over and over and over. So it's pretty obscure, but it's there and needs to be fixed. So on this one, you'll see 1.5K votes. So 1,500 votes or 1,500. 29% said great, 19% said terrible, and again, about a little over 50% said okay, but still some bugs. Now, there were 29 different comments, a lot of them, so you'll see okay, but still some bugs. It's all right. For me, the battery is much better. However, I have had to reboot it once or twice. iPhone 7 Plus, even with a degraded battery of 88%, this beta is a lot better for battery life. I'm on 16 hours standbys, 13 hours usage, and still have 27 or 26% left and no problems. What I find is 88% isn't bad after a year if you've had it that long. expect at least 80% after 2 years. That's what Apple's builds them to, at least, or expects themselves. It says, great, my iPhone 6S has been really smooth, better than Beta 1. I only experienced one bug, and that was unable to set a ringtone I bought. So much bugs, I almost sprayed raid on my phone. It's a good thing you didn't. It's okay, but still some bugs. It's really not too bad, but lag and animations. Again, that stuttering and lag. It's been extremely fast on iPhone 10, but did encounter the iMessage error. I had that with Beta 1. It's been fixed in Beta 2 and been working okay. That error is not allowing you to turn on iMessage and iCloud. It's been pretty responsive on my SE. It's actually a little bit better than okay, but I won't say great as of the moment, only because of battery life. Dreadfully slow on app startup. Apps still lock up on an 8 Plus. It's great for my 7 Plus. It's all of a sudden more faster. So there's a lot of really different experiences here. And it could be the chipsets inside, could be what apps you're using. Terrible, it's bad. Walter White. And bugs on iPhone SE, battery is terrible. So it's really varied this time, and we are still a ways away from the final. So we do have a ways based on the build number. It has a C at the end. When we get closer to an A at the end, it means we're closer to a final. Now let me show you that bug that I was talking about that someone submitted. Hopefully I can find that and give you a shout out down here. I'm not sure at this time who submitted it, but it was on Twitter. If you go to settings, go to notifications, go to FaceTime, and where it says show as banners, turn it on, turn it back off. It will crash every single time over and over. So again, FaceTime, badges, off, and it crashes. I'm not sure how you found that, but that's a good find, and hopefully you reported it in the feedback app, and Apple can fix that. Since it's reproducible over and over, I'll be sure to report it too, and hopefully it'll just be fixed in the next beta. So that's a nice find that you've got there. Some of the people that responded here on Twitter, I wasn't able to reproduce the bugs that you had. So if I can reproduce them, I'll definitely see if I can do that and submit it to feedback and share it with you in the next follow-up video. Let me know what you think about it, though, in the comments below. I'll be sure to keep you updated with all the update videos, and of course the wallpaper is linked in the description. Thanks to Cameron and Connor for sending this one along. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.